Innawoods skinwalker, forest dweller / wendigo / etc. thread. Have you ever come across one while in the woods? What did you do? Post your stories. Be me. Love listening to skinwalker stories and whatnot. Hear about, don't talk about it cause it brings them to you. Here friend gonna be driving through eastern Oz, New Mexico, Texas, Oklahoma. Hey anon, never heard of skinwalkers? You're retarded anon. 1 week later. Bro, you won't believe what I saw. Says he needed gas. It was late at night, everyone asleep in car and he looking every which way for a gas station. Sees something up ahead but can't make out what it is, drives by it, can't see it cause it's so dark, looks in rear view mirror and says it crosses the street under the light and it's still dark as fuck and scary looking as fuck. I say, is this what you saw anon? Type some skinwalker in Google Images. See goosebumps on his arm, yep that's it. My feeling when there's dogman in Pisgah, Cherokee National Forest. In a camper at remote land north of Spruce Pin. Me and boys been chilling, cooking on fire, late at night we start going to sleep. Usually keep fire going all night so that we get it going easy in the morning. Look out of camper window while struggling to sleep on shitty camper mattress, fire going down, so I'm gonna go get warmed up and put some firewood on it. Step outside, hear some loud running on the back side of the camper. Louder than the usual varmint. Biggest critters I've seen is a coyote, but there are black bear around. Look around back of camper, I see the creature running over a crescent hill, its silhouette outlined by the moonlit sky. Bipedal with haunches, I knew immediately. Never did find any tracks or droppings, I'm just glad it fucked off instead of ripping me to shreds. Be me. Hunting. In the deep woods near a gas plant and very out there Alberta. Deep snow, dark early. Gas plant has a giant flare stack burning constantly but is otherwise far away and unmanned. Looks and feels like walking around under the eye of Sauron. Very pronounced effect in full dark. Shooting time ends. Full dark. Go to pack it in. Walk out a long seismic cut line that is perpendicular to another cut line for a massive transmission power line. Basically a big X cut out of otherwise howling boreal forest for hundreds of miles in all directions. Snow is falling heavily and it sizzles on the power lines with a constant white noise. Meanwhile the eye of the flare burns above in the black haze. Okay, I'm getting floral with the language, but my hand to God this is all true. Walking out. Do a crazy Ivan as is my habit when in the bush. Look back. Someone standing there. About 150 yards back, standing at the center of the X under the power lines. I was already that far out down the line back to where my truck was parked 4 kilometers away. Freeze. Dude is just standing there. All I can make out is long dark hair, white hoodie or robe. Just standing there beneath the lines. Do a dick thing because I'm not sure if I'm actually seeing this. No binoculars. So scope him with my unloaded rifle. Doesn't help much. Shitty 4x scope and it's dark aside from the flames above. Dude. Long hair. White clothes. Standing there looking down at his feet. All I can make out. I lower the rifle and raise a hand in greeting. No response. After a very long moment, dude turns and walks away from me down the cut line. To this day I don't know why I did this next part. Instead of just getting the fuck out. Dude had taken off in the direction of absolutely nothing for 200 kilometers. In a snowstorm, the night of a forecast -30 cold snap. And I felt like a dick for scoping him. Walk back to the X, get to the X walking back through my footprints in the snow. Above the snow is hissing so loud on the power lines that it drowns out all other sound. Totally surrounded by white noise. Everything lit in the weirdest combo of bright orange flame, snow-choked moonlight and the residual glow of sunset. Look around. Don't see dude. Look down. Footprints. Naked human footprints. Walking away from where I had seen the guy. But absolutely no prints arriving. It was as if the guy had just appeared beneath the crackling power lines, then walked away. Double-check my own prints in case he was following me. No. Just two naked prints of someone standing on the spot, then a trail going away into the darkness. Turn and start moving back toward my truck, crazy Ivan every 10 seconds or so. Legally sketchy, but I load my rifle. Get halfway to truck. Hear a very clear, very disdainful laugh. Safety off, doing slow 360s as I walk for a bit. Smell flowers for some reason. Flowers in the dead of winter. Keep your odd movement in the bush, just push past it while keeping the rifle in that direction. Eventually get back to truck. GTFO. Next day working with older native Canadian colleague who I greatly respect and who keeps traditional knowledge and practices. Tell him my story. He gives me the weirdest look I've ever gotten from another human. Goes quiet for a while. Then just tells me, don't go hunting there anymore. That was it. Never did. Last year the whole place got clear cut. It looks like the moon now. This one is kind of long, but here goes. Half. Be me, bored college student with a new QTGF. We decide to take a trip out to the old family cabin to have some fun. Cabin is an hour away in a deeply forested and remote section of the national forest. We get there and settle in. It's winter, so I collect some firewood and start a fire in the old stone fireplace. Grab some blankets and huddle up with GF on couch. Maximum comfy achieved. Definitely getting laid tonight. It's pitch black outside now. Our only source of light is the fire and the cabin's dim exterior lights. Suddenly we start hearing a noise. It sounds like someone is throwing rocks at the side of the cabin and the surrounding trees. WTF. GF is scared now. Oh fuck, I'm about to get cock-blocked by a spooky boy. Quickly go over to one of the dusty windows and peek out to see what the hell is making the noise. The trees are rustling loudly in the wind, but I can faintly hear the sound of crunching leaves. It's too dark to see anything. Whatever, it's probably a dumbass bear or something. Then, the wooden deck starts to creak and groan. GF gives me the most terrified look. Shit bricks and grab my 1911. Listen as something large starts slowly walking around on the deck. Suddenly recall that my parents mentioned that there were a couple of break-ins in the area recently. Worry.jpg. Noise abruptly stops. GF and I sit on the couch in complete silence for a couple minutes. I finally get up with the gun and clear the deck. Whatever it was seems to be gone now. I thought we were in the clear, but it wasn't over. GF finally calms down and we start messing around on the couch. Cabin is still pitch black inside except for the roaring fire. GF is on top of me undressing me. Finally. This is gonna be the best nut of my life. Suddenly the door to a closet a couple feet away from us explodes open with a loud creak. GF screams. Instinctively pull her close to me and bring my loaded 1911 to bear over her naked back. Ready to dump a full load of .45 thick. Nothing emerges. Turns out that the door was warped and would occasionally open by itself. GF proceeds to annihilate me with her pelvis. That was a fun trip.